Everyone, and welcome to Finance Friday, episode 19, and today an interesting one. It is the end state vision, the blueprint that determines whether a development becomes a legacy or a liability. Most developments fail long before the first brick is laid, not because of bad construction, but because nobody defined the end state. In real estate, the end state vision is the clearest prediction of a projectual financial success, operational stability, lifecycle cost, and long-term value. It is one discipline where finance, design, engineering, and facilities management must look 10 to 30 years ahead and agree on the final picture. Today's Finance Friday goes into a deep question every CEO, investor, and FM leader should be asking. What does the development look like when it is fully built, fully occupied, and fully serviced, and fully operational? If you can't answer that, no spreadsheet, no cash flow, and no cost plan can save the project. So, number one, the end state is not a dream, it's a numeric model. A true end state vision isn't artistic renders, it's a quantified blueprint which include total number of buildings, the total GFA, gross floor area, transport capacity, access roads and loading bays, utilities and maturity, for example, power, water, cooling data, expected population, for example, residents, employees, visitors, safety systems like your fire strategy and your evacuation capacity, digital systems like your BMS, your building management system, CAFM, your computer-aided facilities management, and your IoT footprint. Revenue models, for example, rent, retail, parking, service charges, ancillary income. OPEX at full load and a life cycle cost for 30 years plus if you can. This is the final shape that determines whether phase construction, funding rounds, FM staffing, and ESG design choices make sense. Number two, without the in-state vision, costs spiral. And here's what happens when the teams design blindly: infrastructure undersized, roads too narrow for logistics, power demand underestimated, cooling insufficient, stormwater capacity wrong, FM teams inheriting unmaintainable buildings, service charges are exploding because the life cycle wasn't planned. Every one of these issues can be traced to a single root cause: the development team didn't design the final operating environment first. So basically, you have to think about the end of the design and work your way back again. Number three, finance depends on the final picture. Bank funds phases, but they also evaluate the end risk. And investors look at today's NOI, but they buy the future NOI once it's established. FM teams maintain the building today, but they live with its mistakes tomorrow. So the end state informs capex needed across phases, net present value, NPV, and the internal rate of return, IRR. It also shows stability of income, service charge sustainability, ESG compliance, embodied carbon and energy strategy, long-term FM workforce and digital infrastructure, whether the project can ever reach profitability. A development without an end state vision is a financial orphan. It never aligns construction sequencing with long-term return. Good. Number four, end state vision is a cross-border FM tool. For global portfolios, the end state becomes your standardized, number one, standardized target operating model. Two, universal baseline of service charges, maintenance and upgrades. Three, benchmark for digital maturity and energy intensity. Four, risk profile for insurance, ESG audits and investor reporting. And five, master plan for population growth and occupancy strategy. It's one of the few tools that let a CEO see the entire life cycle, from dirt to demolition, in a single frame. So make sure your end-state vision is a cross-border FM tool. Number five, why does it matter now? Cities are densifying, buildings are digitalizing, developments are becoming mixed-use ecosystems with 24/7 loads. And if you don't model the end state from day one, you're designing a development using yesterday's assumptions for tomorrow's pressures. The leaders who win will be those who design backwards from the final operating model, not forward from the first phase. So the end state is not the end of your journey, it's the foundation of every decision that's laid there. And with today's technology, AI and building information modeling, etc., you should be able to do it. And before you lay out all of those millions and billions, especially in data centers, have you considered this model? Thank you for watching Finance Friday. Have a lovely weekend. Till next week. Bye-bye.